We learned how to earn, but we forgot how to live, and why Elise is the answer. I want to begin with one hard truth. Many people today are not living, they are functioning. They wake up already tired. They research for their phone before they reach for themselves. They drink coffee not for pleasure, but just to come alive. They work to exhaustion. They smile while feeling empty inside. And they go to bed with their body in bed, but their mind stuck in anxiety, tasks, and tomorrow. And the most dangerous part is this: it has become normal. We live in an age where a person who is broken inside but composed outside is called strong, but that is not strength, that is survival. Today we have more technology than ever before. More sleep, more comfort, more access, more opportunity. And yet we have less of what makes life truly livable. Less silence, less resilience, less sleep, less inner peace, less connection with ourselves. We learned how to increase income. Of course, it's important, but we never learned how to decrease anxiety. We know how to scale companies, but we don't know how to preserve ourselves in the process. We know how to build businesses, but we forgot how to build inner stability. And to me, this is the real crisis of our time. The greatest shortage today is not money. The greatest shortage is a calm nervous system, because a person without inner stability will eventually lose the quality of everything they build externally. You can make millions and lose your sleep. You can become influential and lose yourself. You can look like winner to everyone and feel empty inside. And that is where the line appears. If your growth is paid for by your mental state, that is not growth. That is this slow liquidation of your life. We were raised to be strong. We were taught to endure, to achieve, not to complain, to pull ourselves together, to go all the way. But almost nobody taught us something else. How to recognize our load. How not to push ourselves to the point of collapse. How to recover before a breakdown, not after it. How to hear the signals of our own state. How to live not only efficiently, but sustainably. And as a result, millions of people fell into the same trap. First, a person ignores exhaustion. They call it just a phase, then they get used to it, then they build their whole life on top of it, and eventually they no longer remember what it feels like to be light, calm and alive. The danger of chronic stress is that over time it starts to feel like personality. A person say, "I'm just short-tempered." No, you are overloaded. Or "I'm just anxious." No, your system has been living in threat mode for too long. This is just who am I? No, maybe that is not you. Maybe that is your exhaustion speaking in your voice. And this is especially dangerous for strong people, for entrepreneurs, for real leaders, for those who are used to caring more than anyone else, for those who know how to perform even a broken state, because strong people are often the last to notice that they are already on the edge. Why? Because externally everything is still working. They are still earning, still leading meetings, still inspiring teams, still making decisions, still building, still growing, still winning, but internally a different process has already begun. Not growth, but burnout. High functioning exhaustion is when people applaud you while you are slowly falling apart inside. And this is one of the most expensive forms of destruction, because for a long time it looks like strength. Today The world is overflowing with advice. Breath, meditate, sleep more, drink water, reduce stress, spend less time on your phone, take care of yourself. But let us be honest, the problem is not that people do not know what is good for them. The problem is that in the moment that matters, they cannot apply even what they already know. Not because they are weak, not because they are overloaded. And that led me to one very simple realization. The world does not need another stream of advice. The world needs a system that helps people return to themselves in time. That is exactly why Elise was created. To me, Elise is not just an app, not just AI, not just a wellness product. Elise is an attempt to answer one of the greatest challenges of modern life. How do we help a person not lose themselves in a world that keeps demanding more? We live in a world where technology is brilliant at taking human attention. It knows how to engage, distract, hook, overstimulate, overload. But I believe the next chapter of technology must be different. If technology has already learned how to take human attention, it must now learn how to restore human state and change behavior. That is the idea behind this. To help people reduce stress and anxiety, to understand themselves better, to receive not abstract advice, but personalized next step. Not one day I should take care of myself, but to do it here and now, step by step, precisely, constantly. Because most people do not need another lecture about the benefits of sleep. They need the right prompt at the right moment. When to stop, when to switch, when to shift, when to push harder, when to not push harder, when they do not need another coffee, when they need a different pattern. And I deeply believe this. The future belongs not to the technologies that simply make people faster. The future belongs to the technologies that keep people from breaking under the speed.